All right, good morning, traders. Today is March 7th, 2024. Thank you for being here. My name is John Kerrigan. I moderate the BYOB trading room. My SPY pivot this morning is 508.70. It may change. We're going to go review it. Above it, I'm a bull. Below it, I'm a bear. IWM, SPY, QQQ all made higher highs and higher lows. IWM and SPY closed candles inside the bullish trap, but above the rising 17 EMA. QQQ closed between the trap and the flat 17 EMA. FNGU and Diamond Dow made inside day candles and closed below the trap and below the flat 17 EMA. Not good. All right, SLB and GLD, precious metals, both in uptrends, made higher highs and higher lows while closing above a bullish trap and above the rising 17 EMA. GLD made a new all-time high yesterday. Gold is just a rockin'. USO, still in an uptrend, printed a higher high and a higher low while closing above the bullish trap and over the rising 17 EMA. UNG closed inside the bullish trap and over the flat 17 EMA. US dollar index, okay, after consolidating for over a week at the 3 daily moving averages, the 50 SMA, the 100 SMA, and the 200 SMA, all around the 104 level, 103.80 level, has made a breakdown move. So now the US dollar made a new lower low, which now places it in an uptrend. That should be good and bullish for the markets. All right, let's go take a look at some charts. All right, let's take a look. Here's SPY, price action for SPY yesterday. Okay, higher high, higher low closing over the bullish trap, over the 17 EMA. Need a different chart here. This is not the one I'm looking for. Let's try this one right here. There we go. That's a little bit better. Okay, just above the just over the trap. It actually looked like it was in the trap last night, but irregardless, right there, right at the 3 EMA. Anyways, okay, over the rising 17 EMA right there. So we still got a rising 17. All right, let's revisit our 2-day MMRP. Let's bring out the arrows. Okay. Igniting candle, pause candle, check of support because the igniting candle broke through resistance. Where's the resistance? Right here. See these two peaks? We broke through resistance right through there. Okay, comes back, check support, makes the first price advancement candle right here. This is first one. Okay, makes a higher low and a higher high. Okay, requirements for the second price advancement candle is a higher low and a higher high, but we made a lower low, but we did not break support. So what we got here is a higher high. What are we looking for today? We're looking for price action to make, this will complete today at 4 o'clock, completes the third price advancement candle. This is the second, this is the first. This will be the third right here. I only count on 3. Okay, so today we'll complete the third price advancement candle. So we're looking for a higher low and a higher high. So where does that high have to beat? Let's take a look and then see. It's at, I think it's around 514.50. So anywhere over 514.50, and we have the third price advancement candle. Now I only count on 3. Doesn't mean we can't get 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, but we are in an uptrend. We're in a nice uptrend channel. We'll see how far it wants to go. We are at the top side of the channel, though. Maybe we break into a new channel. We'll see what happens. But that's where we are with the MMRP. We're looking for price to top over 514.50. All right, now it may not happen today. I've seen it happen kind of like after the close because we got Broadcom's going to report tonight. So it might not happen before 4 o'clock today. It might happen in the closing hours after 4 p.m. So we'll see what happens, all right? It's kind of iffy. Things aren't looking too good on the FNGU, so I don't know how much that's going to drag the markets down. But we're up around 511 right now, which is a pop up from where we closed yesterday. That's good news. But let's go revisit the 10-minute chart. And I put my pivot at, what did I say? 508.70, right? 508.70 is my pivot. Okay. So my pivot's 508.70. All right. Reason for my 508.70 pivot is, see all these tails down here? Okay, you don't got just one tail. You got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10-minute tails just stopping at just about the same point right here. Over and over and over and over again. Okay, so there's SPY. So I'm going to say if we break below that, I don't want to be a bull. Okay, that's all I'm saying. 508.70. We get below 508.70. I don't want to be a bull. This is going down to visit these lows and fill gap first and fill lows. Okay. Now where could it have been? All right. It very well could have been, let's say, right about there, which is about 510.50, and let me see, 510, around 510.50, maybe even 510.20 right there. Could have been there. But right here is our anchored VWAP right there. And that anchored VWAP is from the all-time high. So if institutions are willing to pay more than the all-time high anchored VWAP, all right, the average of the all-time high, that shows me money's coming into the market. So I'm going to leave my SPY pivot at 508.70. Again, breaking these tails down here. I don't want to be a bull. And anywhere below the all-time high anchored VWAP kind of spells maybe not money coming into the market, but maybe a little bit more profit taking going on like we had a few days ago. Okay, so I'm going to leave mine at 508.70. There's nothing wrong with 510.15, but above this line, this is the average since the high. I want to see that money's still coming into the market so that I can be a bull. Now we are gapping up this morning. We're up around 511. We closed off yesterday around 509.82, and we're up at 511. Remember, our objective today for the MMRP is to come over the top of this candle right up here, which is 514.15, right up there. So we'll see if we're going to get up there sometime today. All right, and again, they might not get it, and we do have a smidgen of an open gap up here. It's like right through here, and we didn't fill it yesterday. Okay, we hit this pivot right there, and we came tumbling down from there. We actually made a lower high, and then we came back down to test this anchored VWAP. Tested that, kind of held up. You can see all the tails. All right, so kind of held up there, and looking like price is probably going to come back up here and try to fill that gap. So we'll take a look at the evening activity, the overnight activity, and the morning activity to see what we got for price action, and we'll stick that on the chart a little bit later. But I'm going to leave my my morning pivot 508.70. Below that, I think I'm going to be a bear. All right, above that, I think I want to be a bull. This is showing me money's coming in. Could just consolidate all day, okay, because we got caught here and got caught here. So it may waffle around all morning, maybe till about 12:30, and then break out. We'll see what it wants to do. All right, we just take it as each hour comes. Let's go take a look at QQQ. All right, QQQ, let's hit the daily chart. All right, let's take a look at this. Is yesterday's candle. Okay, Higher low, higher high. All right. Closing inside the trap over the rising 17 EMA. Good work there on QQQ. All right. Let's take a look at IWM. All right, IWM, higher low, higher high. Closing over the bullish trap over the rising 17 EMA. There's IWM, still in an uptrend. QQQ, still in an uptrend. SPY, daily chart, still in an uptrend. Okay, those three still in an uptrend. Next two, not so much. Diamond Dow. Okay, Diamond Dow prints a lower high and produces a lower low. Is in a downtrend. We have a 3 crossing underneath the 8 EMA. So start a little downtrend. Looking more like consolidation if you ask me. But we'll see what happens here. Okay, so yesterday's candle was an inside day. That means a lower high and a higher low. Okay, so starting a downtrend or consolidation over to the right. So there's Diamond Dow. FNGU. Doing the same thing as Diamond Dow. Got a lower high and we produced a lower low. Got a 3 crossing underneath the 8 EMA. That's the yellow line coming down under the white line. And you can see us closing under the green dots. They actually turn red right here. So price action closing under the green dots. So below the bearish trap and below the 17 EMA. Okay, 17 EMA is kind of flat right here. All right, so price action for FNGU yesterday, inside day again. Okay, lower high, higher low. All right, so getting a little bit of consolidation coming through here in FNGU. All right, hopefully it's consolidation and not a start of a downtrend. But looking like we got the downtrend happening right now on the daily chart. We'll see what happens. I'd like to see them waffle around, kind of hold the area. All right, FNGU. All right, let's take a look at our technicals real quick. Then we're going to go visit the energy markets and we're going to go visit the precious metals. Okay, so here's T2122. Yesterday we came out of the buyer's chop zone, came up into the buy zone, and kind of produced this head and shoulders pattern right here. So we'll see where it goes today. Hopefully they take out that head and climb up into this overbought zone. That's what we'd like to see. But we like to see it up here in the buy zone. That's very good. The only thing I don't like is the lower high right through here. That's T2122. T2123 is, look at that, is making kind of like a new 2-year high right there. If we zoom out, let's take a look at the daily chart just to take a peek at it. Okay, so we're up here. So the last time we were there was August of 2023. Okay, so not a 2-year high, but let me just say the high is not far away. It's only 634,960. Okay, we are at around 633. So a little bit more, they could take out that high from August. Right there. Then we came close. All right, it's pretty close. Well, we're leaning on that high anyway. Got a nice green uptrend on the daily chart back to the 15. Okay, we scooped out a new high for the week, obviously, right there. Came back, made a higher low, made another higher low. So kind of pull up and then pull back. A couple of red candles here, a couple more red here. So nice move up and then consolidate over to the right. We like that. Consolidate over to the right. Rising up over this 200 SMA right there. Nice little space opening up. Like to see price run away from that. We'll see what happens. That's T2123. T2123 3-bar chart. We had some space in the morning, and then we just kind of let the trend indicator catch up to us. So there's our 17 EMA kind of catching up to the price action right there. But still very bullish. You can see this move up and then consolidate over to the right. So there's T2123 FNGU. FNGU gapped up, came back down, and tested this uptrend line coming right through here. Okay, came back, tested this, bounced off of it, made a lower high. Like to see it come back up through and create that W pattern and take out that middle part of the W and hopefully rocket back on up here to 341.15. We'll see what happens. I hope this uptrend line holds. Right now, they seem to be leaning on it. In the pre-market, we are tackling the middle part of that W right there in the middle. So we'll see what happens with FNGU. Maybe we can get something going. We'll see. All right, let's go back and take a look at precious metals. All right, SLV. Okay, uptrend, higher low, higher high. SLV closing over the midpoint. This has now piqued my interest. I think I would like to buy some SLV here. Got price action, higher low, higher high, closing over the trap and over the rising 17 EMA. And we're over the midpoint now. We've got a candle that closed up there. All right, we closed this candle, but it was only just one candle. Came back down. You can see right here we closed underneath it. Now we closed another candle up there. Definitely feel more confident about picking up some SLV here with the bulls taking it up past the midpoint. So I like SLV right here, right now. Anywhere between here and the bottom of this red candle right there. Anywhere between that high and there looks good for me. I hope to get some. There's SLV. GLD. All right, GLD, yesterday's price action, higher low, higher high, well over the trap. New all-time high for GLD, closing over the trap, over the rising 17 EMA. And if we look at the monthly chart, you can see that is all-time high for GLD. Let's go back to the daily chart. All right, let's go take a look at energy, USO. All right, here's USO. Price action, higher low, higher high, closing over the trap. Over the rising 17, USO in an uptrend. Looking good there, USO. So we got small caps still in an uptrend. All right, got the S&P still in an uptrend. We got QQQ kind of leaning towards tech, still in an uptrend. Diamond Dow, not so much. FNGU, not so much. Okay, we got energy, USO and UNG in an uptrend. Silver and gold in an uptrend. Let's go see where UNG is. Here's UNG for yesterday's candle. Got a higher low, inside day. All right, so we got, make sure that's right. Yeah, inside day. Higher low, lower high, but closing over the bullish trap and over a curling 17 EMA on UNG. All right, let's take a look at IYT, transports. Transports printed a new 2-year high right there yesterday. So we got a higher low, higher high, closed just inside the trap, but over the 17 EMA. That's transports, consolidating in the bull flag there, trying to break out. Maybe a failure. We'll see what happens. Let's take a look at XLK technology. Okay, technology got a equal high and a higher low, closing inside the bullish trap over the rising 17 EMA. XLF, not sure if IYT split. I will have to take a look at that. All right, XLF, new 2-year high on that one. Okay, XLF made yesterday, higher low, higher high. So there's XLF closing over the bullish trap, over the 17 EMA. So we just did. Now let's take a look at SMH. SMH put in a new all-time high yesterday, higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap, over the 17 EMA there on SMH. So SMH, you can see semiconductors still in an uptrend. Okay, XLK still in an uptrend. Okay, IYT still in an uptrend. Yeah, I would say that it did split. I don't remember it being in the 70s. So thank you, Goodson, for sharing that. Yeah, I think maybe it did split. I don't remember it being in the 70s, but nonetheless, yesterday's price action put in a new 2-year high there. So there's IYT. All right, so now let's go take a look at our economic calendar. All right, well, let's take a look at the dollar first. Okay, so here's our dollar coming down to the converging moving averages, consolidating here at the 103.80 level, 104, right around here, and we have a breakdown lower low made yesterday. Here's the last low, made a lower high. Here's the last low. Now we made a lower low, so this puts this dollar, U.S. dollar index in a downtrend. Like to see that. The interesting thing is can it get below 102.75? That will be the test. If we can get below 102.75, I can see this testing the prior low down here. So we'll see what happens. We've got a high here. We've got a lower high here. That's what it's looking like. If this breaks down, maybe SPY 550. Who knows? We could see if this breaks down like this. So there's U.S. dollar index. Economic calendar for today. We've got international trade goods and services, 8:30. Jobless claims, 8:30. Productivity and costs, 8:30. And Federal Chairman Jerome Powell is going to speak at 10. He didn't have much effect yesterday. We had some outlandish outlier news that affected the markets yesterday, I guess. I don't know. We made a lower high on the SPY, and we had we made a higher low. So call it news, call it market participation. I don't know. Okay, so we'll see what happens. But not much happened when Mr. Powell spoke yesterday. Maybe today is the day where the market reacts to what he says. We'll see what happens. Okay, natural gas report, 10:30. Okay, another Fed speaker, Loretta Masters, but it's not Mr. Powell. This will be the one we'll want to pay attention to. Consumer credit, 3 p.m. Federal balance sheet at 4:30. Employment situation tomorrow at 8 o'clock. And that's about it. Light week. Light week. All right? All we got to worry about is got to get past Jerome Powell. And then we got big earnings tonight. Broadcom's going to report $655 billion, only half a trillion, right? It's going to report tonight after the close. Costco, $332 billion. They're going to report after the close. Petro Brazil, between the two of them there, $227 billion. They're going to report when they find their P&L, or I think they're headquartered out of the U.S. Jurisdiction or wherever, so they don't have to comply with earnings announcements. We'll see what happens. Marvell's going to report after the close as well, with Broadcom and Costco. That's $67 billion. And Kroger's going to report this morning. Okay, so there's earnings calendar for tomorrow. Nothing notable happening tomorrow on the earnings calendar or on the economic calendar other than the employment situation. As long as things haven't gone berserk, I don't see anything spastic really happening. And for Max Payne, let's go take a look at that. Let me hit the refresher. Okay, for Max Payne for today is 509. Max Payne for tomorrow is still 507. All right, traders, I'll take questions in the room. All right, and if not, I am going to render my video. See a few questions right now. Okay, would I get into GLD, and when would I get in? For GLD, kind of flying high here, but normally I like to get in when green takes out red. So 15-minute chart, anytime green takes out red, You got a red move, like this would be a red move right here, from here down to there. You see green take out red, there's a chance to get in. Okay, now we got a red move here. Down to here, green takes out red. Up here, that would be my chance to get in. I would hope to find a pullback. I don't know if you'll get a pullback if the dollar continues to deteriorate. Again, green takes out red. That would be my opportunity to get in. Anytime I see green, wipe out red, you're in an uptrend. This is kind of flying high. It's up to you if you want to chase it. I think I'm going to wait for a pullback to support. I might not get one. All right. So support's way back here. Okay, 193. If it pulls back to support and then bounces, I'd like to see that. Right now, I don't see any sign of it coming back to support and testing it. It just seems to consolidate midday. You can see what it does. It goes up, consolidates, and breaks out. Goes up, consolidates, breaks out. Consolidates, breaks out. Consolidates. You can see it already. Break out. You see the pattern? Okay, go with the pattern. All right. Wait for the consolidate. Now, up here, I wouldn't take a full position. All right. I think after it gets up over 200, wait for it to maybe come back and test 200 for support, and then pick it up as the bulls step in at the 200 level. All right. Maybe let it get over 200, and then let it consolidate or let it pull back to 200. And then wait for the bulls to step in, and then right there would be a good place for me. Right now, I'm not going to chase it. I want to see signs of pullback, showing me where the support is, and I want to buy right off of the support. That's what I like. What's the difference between MMRP and birthday pattern? Well, MMRP kind of goes up and then comes back down right away. And then goes twice as high. They're about the same. One tends to act more on the intraday T, while MMRP kind of they're close, but there's a little bit of difference in that the MMRP doesn't take you twice as high all the time, whereas the birthday trade typically does. All right, they are both the same pattern, but the point with the birthday is a breakout from the base and then a slam back down to the base. On the MMRP, you're breaking through either resistance or support. Yeah, MMRP is more of a J-hook situation, whereas the birthday trade goes up, it comes back to the base, okay? It ignites off the base and comes all the way back to the base. And like a red rubber school ball, it bounces twice as high up over the student's head, okay? Whereas the MMRP is more of a breakout where it breaks through resistance or support if it's bearish. Breaks through resistance, pulls back, checks that resistance that it broke through to see if it acts as support. The bulls step in, and there's your clue right there. All right, traders, I'm going to go render my video.